Hey, sometimes you just get there on the natural. We've got our splash card and our splash color. We've got Long Tusk Cub. We've got Thriving Rhino. We've got Armor Tusk Judge. This is, I don't know, our ideal opening hand might also have a island in it, but dear Lord, we're keeping this. That's going to be great. Our opponent is keeping their hand, so that hopefully is going to make for some better games than our previous one. And we draw the island? Oh my gosh. What is even happening? What is even happening? All right. All right. Well, let's play that mountain out. And Long Tusk Cub for sure. If our opponent has a removal spell, using it on the cub here is probably better than playing a creature, crewing, and attacking with Sky Skiff. If he has like a Die Young or something like that. He or she. Botet. Fotet. Like a Seed Sculptor, for example. All right. So instead, our opponent does not, and that means Thriving Rhino it is. Giving us some energy. So now we could attack with both, and we can put the counter in either place. If we put it on the cub, then we're able to kill whatever blocker he uses. I think that's probably the best choice. I guess we can't attack with both. Thriving Rhino cannot do that. So, get in there, Long Tusk Cub. Our opponent obviously does not block. We are going to yield to that ability because we're going to use it a lot. All right. So this is pretty great. They get to fly over for some damage if they want to, but yeah, we're in great shape. Get to put a counter here, and then attack, and put counter here, and then draw 2 cards. Durable Handicraft, a fantastic card if you can get it going. So let's see if our opponent can. And the question is now, do they make a 3/4? Or do they make a pair of 2/3s? A pair of 2/3s. That is not going to work out as well as they think it is. So, wow, an Era of Innovation too? Oh my gosh. The hits just keep coming. All right, well, we've got the energy now. We're going to do this thing. We're going to pay this energy. And see if our opponent is going to double block. If they do, we get to blow them out with Harness Lightning, which is the best kind of blowout. Yep, that's fine. Harness Lightning says that goes away. 3 energy is the correct amount of energy for us to pay. Let's put a counter on here. And then Era of Innovation. And we're good. Next turn, we get to play Armorcraft Judge with enough mana to activate Era of Innovation and draw 2 cards. So that seems great. Yep. All right, well, we will hold off on doing anything untoward there. Sage is going to be great, giving us some extra energy here, but let's just do this thing. Nature's Way, that seems good. And yes. And no attacks for us yet, but they're coming. Oh, they're coming. Ether Theorist is also giving us energy. Oh my gosh. Yep. I hear that train a-rolling. It's coming around the bend. Alright, so Sage. And Ether Theorist. And let's put another counter there. Let's go ahead and try to Nature's Way that. Opponent gives it Death Touch, that would be bad, but otherwise, oh, actually not even that. Okay, all right. I think we're in good shape here. Yep, we'll make the Rhino even bigger. We don't just win here, so we'll just take our millions and millions of damage. And how good is the card our opponent just drew? It is not good enough. All right, sweet, sweet. All right. Durable Handicraft is a real good card. It is worth considering if we want to bring in a second Appetite, just because it's pretty easy to figure that our opponent will have some other targets as well, so getting a couple in there. The big question is there something that we would take out at this point? And I don't really think there is. We didn't see a whole lot of their deck, and other than Durable Handicraft, I think we're okay. And honestly, Durable Handicraft it requires that setup, so requires a bit to get going, and we've got time to search for or dig for our Appetite. So, no, I think I'll keep it in at this point. Only 2 mana, but Long Tusk Cub and Era of Innovation both in hand. And our opponent mulliganed. All right, I'm going to keep it. We're going to give this a shot. We've got a couple relevant plays, even if we don't draw a land, and our opponent is playing first, so we have a couple draws to see if we can get there. Ideally, we're going to draw a couple of lands so that we can get into play Outrider or Judge. Once again, it looks like we're going to be able to play draw 2 cards when we play Judge. And, God, that's just a great feeling. There's our land. Everything is coming up Millhouse. And even a 4th land. Can't play Pima Outrider, unfortunately, but we'll take this. Ooh, yep. Good call, opponent. That one is worth killing. Decoction module. Interesting. So the question is, would we rather have Air of Innovation down, or would we rather have Pima Outrider down? I think we want, or sorry, would we rather have Air of Innovation down or Decoction module down first? I think it's the module at this point. And my reasoning behind that is that if we draw a forest next turn, then we get 1 energy off the module, and we can play Pima Outrider on turn 4, use all of our mana efficiently. If we don't, if we play Air of Innovation, then we don't really want to play either of our 4-drops until turn 5, when we can pay for Era. I'm also going to go ahead and run out Armorcraft Judge here if we don't draw a forest, but we do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now the other thing we could do here, so if our opponent hadn't just played a 3-2, we could play this as a 3-3 and a 1-1 and basically get our 2 energy. As it is, I'm going to play it with the counter. We're going to be able to draw a card. We're going to be able to bounce our Armorcraft Judge. Let's yield to that. And then play that again to draw more cards later. It's going to be great. This will now also attack through a Wild Wanderer, and that's great. Six mana. Oh, Noxious Gearhulk! Alright. Yeah, that's a problem. We do need to do something about that. So getting the second appetite for the Unnatural in our deck definitely seems worthwhile. At this point, so I've got a choice here. I can just play Judge and really I'm getting 1 energy out of it and that's it. Or I can play Era. I'm taking the damage anyway. I can't block Noxious Gearhulk. The only thing I can do is kind of chump block Wild Wanderer. And if I play Era, then I'm at least getting some extra energy off of this Armorcraft Judge when I play it the following turn. And or I've got the option to play Serpent the following turn. So I think taking the extra 3 at this point off of Wanderer is worth the potential of either setting up for a better turn next turn, being able to get some more resources that way, or and not just throwing away that Armorcraft Judge, because the upside there is really high. Noxious Gearhulk, man. That is a Necrotal in a robot suit. Seed Sculptor, sure. Probably counter on Gearhulk. That seems weird. Alright. Alright. I'm okay with it. I can still trade for that thing. And it will. Oh! Oh! Yep, we might be too late here. We might be too late here. If we play Serpent, we get to block any one of these things, and our opponent hits us for 9. And we're dead. So I'm just not going to show him either one of those and concede. All right, Appetite for the Unnatural, number 2, you are in. I think Shrewd Negotiation is probably out. Stealing his Gearhulk doesn't do us a whole lot of good after it has already come down and killed something and gained him the life. Is there anything else that we want in here? Only other thing I'm thinking is maybe an Ornamental Courage. but I can't really think of what we would pull to make that happen. So I think we're good here. All right. Yes, we would love to play first. Well, this is a pretty terrible hand. We need to play this on 7. This right now would cost us 6. We've got 4 lands and a 4-drop and no way of getting energy ahead of time. We are mulliganing it. This, on the other hand, is beautiful. We'll play Prism. It'll draw us into something. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep that island on top. It's going to be great. Prism, what do you got for me? A cub. Yeah. Long Tusk Cub will make a fine play. All right, all right. Can't really block anything yet, but the Peafowl should help us out. Kind of stabilize things a little bit. All right, our opponent probably has the removal spell. We will make them use it, though. Or just another creature that'll block. Oh, all right. Well, drawing the second Appetite kind of makes me want to get this train started. We get to do that, and we start getting energy. We can then attack through the Seed Sculptor when we want to. We're going to be able to draw a card off of our Judge. It's not quite the most efficient use of our mana, and we definitely take 2 next turn. But I think this is going to be worth it. Delicious Wall. And we'll yield to that. And here we go. Sure. And no blocks there. All right. All right. All right, so Wild Wanderer or Peafowl. I think Wild Wanderer and grab us yet another land is probably the best way to go. We are going to take some damage from this Malefice squad. That is unfortunate, but I don't think it can be helped here. Yes, Mountain, I choose you. And we are going to hold off on anything here. We could draw some energy creatures that would let Long Tusk Cub attack again, and or we could just play Peafowl and be able to double block. I'm happy with either one for next turn. Ooh, Marauder. All right. All right. Well, if he steals both counters, then we might have a problem. But taking just one counter means we can play P-Foul, and that'll be okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Could be in bad shape. Well, P-Foul's going to handle our blocking duties for us. But we're going to we need something. We need something here. I think we're definitely going to be putting a counter on Long Tusk Cub and playing Armorcraft Judge if we don't have a better option next turn. Yep, we'll do this for sure. No reason not to. Oh, Harness Lightning. Oh, Harness Lightning. You are going to solve all of our problems. So let's take out the Marauder. 4 damage seems like the correct amount. Okay. Sadly, that only leaves us with 1 energy, and not a whole lot we can do with anything else, but I think we're in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold off on playing the Judge, and we're just going to pass at this point. We could attack with P-Pal, but I'm thinking being a little more defensive here seems like a good idea. Five mana. Oh, there's a Gear Hulk. Okay. All right. Well, yep. He gets to gain another 4 life. Wow. Is he going to swing in there with the familiar? Nope. All right. Come on, energy creature. Not what we were looking for. Question is, do we play the Judge here? Sadly, I think we need to just to stabilize the board. And Long Tusk Cub, you'll get there. You'll have your time. You'll get there, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. More land. All right, well, we're going to hold off. Maybe we'll get some value out of our opponent thinking we've got a trick or something here. I think our opponent should have attacked there. Oh! Oh! There's a man solving our problems. A flying man in a with an extra finger, maybe multiple extra fingers, who even knows. Yeah, so here we go. Being able to get some energy and power up our cub, that's going to do everything we want to do. And now we definitely, if our opponent wants to trade off with something, we're definitely making the trade with the Armorcraft Judge here, because we've got an engine going potentially. Yep, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Don't like giving our opponent an extra card, but if we are able, even if we draw like a Sage or something, knowing that this can get killed with our 2-1 seems great. Oh no! Alright, yep, we're dying young. Alright, so I think at this point we need to trade for Wild Wanderer and leave our opponent with a pair of 2-1s. We just can't take any more damage, and we don't have an outlet for all the energy that we could potentially get with the Voyager, so we're just going to hold off. Ether Squall Ancient would answer a lot of our problems right now. Yep. Era of Innovation. That is not what we were hoping for. Alright. We're taking some damage. Gear Seeker Serpent would be good. Any of our 4-drops would be good. Just need some action. Oh, Forest, you are not action. Okay. I think we kind of have one turn. I think we get hit for 3 here. Go to 4. No! I am not sure what we can draw that could win after this, but let's make our opponent do it. Yep. We go to 1. Nope. Sadly, the final Forest is not going to do it. All right. Well, that is a disappointing match 2, but we have a 3rd match coming up here still. Do we have anything good here coming? No, I guess we don't even get to find out. All right, let us find out what happens in match 3. We'll be back in just a moment.